Hi everyone, I just got back from the library and I'm sitting down to film a library haul video, and I haven't prepared at all or read any synopsis, so I'm probably gonna have to edit this a lot. But after I got my books, I knew that I wanted to film a video because I was just so excited about them, and I got so much that I probably won't get read in the 3 weeks that I'm allowed to keep them, but it's okay. I can just recheck them out. It's not a big deal. All right, so I'm just gonna get into this stack and try to make this video not super long and show you what I just got at the library because I'm just so excited. And it's the biggest hauls that I can do because I never order enough books throughout the month to really haul books because they're expensive, and I always hold myself back and only order or buy 1 or 2 at a time. So these are my big hauls. These are what I can do, and it's exciting to show you guys all at once, is my big library hauls. So I'm going to get into this stack and show you what I picked up. Now, the first thing that I saw at the library and got immediately was Asheville Ghosts and Legends, by Ken Traylor and De Los M. House Jr. And this is just like a collection of ghost stories and local haunts and things like that. And if you guys didn't already know, I live near Asheville, North Carolina. I don't live in Asheville, but I'm about an hour outside of it. So I'm there quite often. If I'm going to a city, then I'm heading there. And I don't know, I love local ghost lore and stuff. And I probably won't be able to go on a ghost tour this year like I always want to do, but never get around to doing. So this is the closest I can come. So I think I'm going to read like maybe one of those a day or something. I don't think through that long, just to get myself in a nice spooky mood because I want to be thrilled and scared this month. That's my main goal this month, is just to be frightened. Let's see. The next thing I picked up was Savage Appetites, 4 True Stories of Women, Crime, and Obsession by Rachel Monroe. And the thing is, 3 weeks ago, when I was at the library, I actually saw this. They have a little area right when you walk in where they have all their new books that they have got in the past few months. And this was on there and it caught my attention and I forgot to get it. I actually like mentally noted myself, Savage Appetites, get it before you leave. Because I decided I did want to go ahead and read it, but I forgot it. So I saw that it was still there this time and I got it. And I can't tell you exactly what this is about, so I'm just going to read a little bit of the inside cover. But let's see. It says, in Savage Appetites, Rachel Monroe links 4 archetypes: detective, victim, defender, and killer, to 4 true stories about women driven by obsession. Ooh, so this is nonfiction. Oh, it's nonfiction. It's got a little NF right here. That makes it even better. From a frustrated heiress crafting crime scene dollhouses, to a young woman who became part of a Manson victim's family, from a landscape architect in love with a convicted murderer to a Columbine fangirl who planned her own mass shooting. I've never seen those 2 words linked together. Columbine fangirl, or fanboy, or fan anyone. These women are alternately mesmerizing, horrifying, and sympathetic. Situated within a study of women's complicated relationship with true crime and the fear and desire it can inspire, together these stories provide a window into why many women are drawn to crime narratives, even as they also recoil from them. I thought this was an important book for me to read. I read the inside cover last time. I didn't read it this time. I just picked it up. Let me hit the book. Because I knew that I already wanted to read it. This kind of spoke to me because that last line is it's me, and it's some of my friends, and it's definitely my mom and my aunt, and I don't know what it is about true crime that draws some of us. It seems to be, I'm sure there are plenty of men who like to hear and read about true crime, but it really does seem like more so of a woman's pastime, and I don't know why. I'm listening to these awful podcasts and reading these horrible stories, and I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Because they depress me, they horrify me, they gross me out, but I can't stop reading about them. So maybe through these stories, I'll find out what's wrong with us. So stay tuned if that's you as well, and I'll let you guys know what insights I learned from this book and if I would recommend it. Now, the next book is also a new to the library book, so I don't know if it's a new release or not. It's just a book they recently bought, but it's Lost You by Halen Beck, and it says author of Here and Gone, if that sounds familiar to anyone. It doesn't to me. On the top here, though, in this little script, you can't see, it says deliciously twisty and seriously dark. I couldn't put it down. And anytime like a review says unputdownable and dark and twisty and scary and suspenseful, I don't know. I always want to give it a shot, but can I tell you what this book is about? No, not until I read this synopsis again. Okay, so reading the synopsis really quick, and I didn't even read it all at the library before I grabbed it and put it in my bag. But this is about a woman who goes somewhere. I don't know if it's on a vacation or, yeah, she went like on a trip with her son, her 3-year-old son. So it's a woman taking a trip with her 3-year-old son. And they go to get on an elevator, and I guess he walks in first or something like that. And the door shuts. I get an accident, or I don't know, maybe she didn't make it in time. Maybe he ran into the elevator from down the hallway. By the time she got there, the door shut. And then when it opened again, he was gone. He had just disappeared. And I don't know if there was any video footage of what happened to him, but I think this whole book is just about a woman losing her son on an elevator, like in a split second's time, and wondering where the heck he went. That sounded so intriguing and definitely like suspenseful and possibly scary. So I got this, and it has a beautiful cover on it. Can we just take time to appreciate these snipped up, cut up butterfly wings? Let's see, what else do I want to show you next? Oh, I also picked up In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. Ruth Ware has been getting a lot of press recently, at least on BookTube, that I've been seeing her name come up and her new books and things like that. And they didn't have the book I wanted to read, which I've heard a couple people talk about. I think it's called Lock and Key or something like that. The front cover is like a picture of a skeleton keyhole. That one sounds really intriguing and I want to read it, but they didn't have it. It was checked out. So I grabbed this instead. They had several of her books and I just wanted to get started in here, and I couldn't tell you exactly what this is about, except a fun-filled weekend deep in the English countryside, and it takes a sinister turn in Ruth Ware's suspenseful, compulsive, and darkly twisted debut psychological thriller. So it sounds like this is her first book, her first thriller book. And again, I don't know exactly what it's about, except it's like a weekend in the English countryside, and it turns sinister and scary. And I just thought I should get my feet wet, just because I can't read the book that I want to read by Ruth Ware, the one that everyone's been talking about. Doesn't mean I shouldn't go ahead and just get started with what I do have available. Moving right along, what do I want to show you next? I picked up The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay, and I have either seen this pop up in Goodreads as a suggested book at the bottom, like whenever I'm done reading a book, or I might have seen it in a BookTube video, maybe. It just sounded familiar, so I know I've seen it somewhere. It's another thriller book, and the thing about this one is I looked it up on Goodreads while I was in the library, and I would consider the ratings that had were kind of low. I think the average was 3.30, which for me, and maybe this is unfair, if I pick up a book and I see that it has below like a 3.6, sometimes I just go ahead and put it back, because maybe I trust the people on Goodreads too much. But I don't know, it just kind of scares me off when I know there's lots of highly rated stuff out there that, you know, I don't want to waste my time. Nobody wants to waste their time. But this sounded intriguing enough for me that I still want to give it a chance despite the low ratings. Yeah, I think I've read the synopsis of this before and considered picking it up, or I considered buying it, but I held off because of the low ratings. But since the library has it, I picked it up. But this is about a 7-year-old girl who is vacationing with her parents, and I'm just kind of skimming the synopsis here. Let's see. They're like in a really remote place in a cabin. She's vacationing with her parents, and then she sees this young man who is really friendly and blah, blah, blah. Who, I don't know. yeah, so he's really friendly. He kind of wins her over. And then a couple more people show up and they're carrying scary objects. They look really menacing. And yeah, I guess the story just kind of goes from there. It sounds like the guy that she made friends with on vacation, which I don't know where her parents are, that she's making friends with grown, strange men. But he's telling her none of what is about to happen is your fault. So that was enough for me to just go ahead and give it a chance, despite the low ratings. And I don't know, it kind of sounds scary while I was reading it. Notice my heart rate went up a little bit. Now, the next two books are by the same author. I got The Hidden Place by C.J. Tudor and The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. I just figured I would just get this as a pair and see how these go. They don't go together at all. It's just by the same author. But let's see. The Hidden Place is about, what is it about? Some guy going back to his hometown. And he doesn't know why he's there, I guess, because he didn't like it there. But it has something to do with a recent killing. Let's see. Yeah, so it has something to do with a recent killing, an abandoned mine, and a bully. I don't know. The front little thing here says, the worst day of his life wasn't when his sister went missing. It was the day she came back. And for some reason, as soon as I read that, my mind just went to like zombies, like she was dead and then she came back from the dead. I don't think this is what this book is about. But yeah, it sounds murdery and dark and I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. I also got The Chalk Man, which did I even read? I didn't even read the synopsis of this. I just grabbed it. I was in a hurry and I just wanted some more good dark books, and I've just kind of gotten to a faux buying frenzy, which is easy and fun to do at the library because they're all free and you just start pulling stuff off the shelf that you know you probably won't get around to. But yeah, this is The Chalk Man, and I don't know what it's about at all. So I'll just read you guys the synopsis again. It says, in 1986, Eddie and his band of misfit friends are on the verge of adolescence. Bonded by mutual awkwardness and a yearning for excitement, they spend their days biking around their English village looking for adventure. The Chalkmen are their secret code, little chalk stick figures they draw for each other as hidden messages, warnings of bullies or signifying meeting spots. But one morning, Eddie finds a chalkman directing him into the nearby woods. He follows the message, only to find the dismembered body of a teenage girl. That is the day when everything changes. Yeah, then it kind of switches to present day when he's a grown man. And he receives some sort of mysterious note and then finds out all his friends have also received the same mysterious note. And they kind of brush it off until one of them is killed. Yeah, I'm going to stop reading that right there because I feel like that's enough of synopsis. I'm interested, so that's all I need, and that should be all you guys need to know for now too. But yeah, I got all these books and I won't be able to finish them all, but it's fine. I can always recheck them out. But I'm just so excited. All these are so dark and thrillery. See, the last time I went to the library, this was the problem. The last time I went to the library, I was trying to find books to add to my spooky, thrillery, and dark October TBR. And I was just having a hard time. But then since I've gone mid-month, which was today, they had a lot of these dark, spooky, scary books out. So it made it really easy for me to find them and pick them up. But yeah, I have a feeling just because October's over, it doesn't mean that I'll suddenly want cozy Thanksgiving stories or anything like that. I'm definitely going to continue on this trend of dark and spooky until I get tired of it. So I have myself a nice stack. Plus I still have my TBR from October that I'm still working on. I've finished another book, started another one, so that's moving along nicely. But yeah, if you guys have any thoughts on what I've picked out, let me know what you thought of any of these reads below. I know some of them are popular, so I know there's going to be people that watch this and they're going to recognize these. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see y'all again soon, probably with an October TBR check-in. If not, maybe another video before that. I don't know. I don't want to get too ambitious, but I'll see y'all again soon.